And can we even get in here? We can.
The realm travel room. This place has seen better days.
Haven't we all?
Kratos, do you remember when I brought you and Atreus in here for the first time? Seems like lifetimes ago.
I do. And it was because of your guidance we were able to fulfill Faye's last wish. And yours as well, Mimir.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dustin Turin, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. So we're about to go back to Midgard with Freya to find the Norns. To the comments, though, Kalanel, that's going to be my guess. So Thrud's last name is Scandinavian tradition, apparently. So Thor's daughter would actually be her last name. So that's a nice little fun fact. I like fun facts like that. And Indigo Rose, you just always have a plethora of information. It's like too much to even go over. But this would be really interesting. So the mask is not a part of actual Norse mythology, but could it actually be a reference to the Jim Carrey movie, The Mask? That would be kind of hilarious. But let's head out and head back to Midgard. Okay, what are you doing here? You're repairing the door.
Hang on! I got something for you.
Yeah?
Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have this back.
Oh, nice. Got the shield back.
Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what
Well,
we
thank
need
you.
to find the Norns. Shall we go?
Let's go. Guardian shield.
Neathhope. I suspect we may have consequences to look forward to.
Squirrel.
Ah, Master Kratos, my apologies. Madame Neathog's disappearance weighs heavily on my mind.
She a friend of yours?
Less a friend than another longtime tenant of the tree. She was here even before I arrived, and that was ages ago.
We might
To
have
even
killed
think
it.
Something could keep her away from her babies.
Sorry.
Terrible, just terrible.
Whoops. Yeah, we won't tell him about that. Also, I like how he just said squirrel instead of boy. Squirrel. And I do kind of want to wait to go back to Elfheim until we figure out, because I'm going to guess we're going to get a third arrow sigil to unlock stuff. So I don't want to go back to Elfheim until we get that. So I guess we're just going to keep going through the main quest. Midgard. Let's go.
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin
Whoops.
invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Oh?
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
I can go back into the house. This is something
Get
interesting
down to the
here.
wolves, brother.
It appears as though the house has been rearranged. Who did that? And this is nice. We actually get to interact with the wolves again. They've just been sitting here this whole time, doing nothing.
Come. Quiet. She is a friend. Now.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate.
Oh.
Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. No more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The giants, Faye herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent
That's such
you
a
on your
great line.
journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
Oh.
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. The raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Sigrun.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that?
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen.
Huh.
As Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
I should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. She's so loyal, wise, clever, tall.
Oh.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
Well, Mimir's got a little crush. And okay, so we have a whole new area to explore.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
Brother, what is it?
The wolves are distracted.
Watch the fire!
Black one! Suspect that's
Damn.
all of them.
These were cold.
Hopefully.
Infamous for
Eating wolves. Trace and
Oh.
I rescued ours from such an encampment.
That was kind of you.
Oh.
The Coal Raiders have been a blight on this land. The way they've abused its creatures. Perhaps we should do something about them.
Perhaps.
Up to you, brother.
Oh. Okay.
If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up a bit late.
We always have time for side quests. And another scroll. Oh, it's a treasure map. My dearest Brynjolf, as a warrior's time in Midgard draws to an end and their journey to Valhalla begins, one often finds their final breaths taken near prized possessions. I know robbing the dead always puts you in a moral quandary, but has it occurred to you that their new possessions in the afterlife must surely be so opulent that they will not miss the old? Food for thought, your beloved. We're grave robbers now.
You were asking about the thread we're tracking. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Norns live in a well.
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is hard to explain. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's minds? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Look, there's some debris over there. I'm guessing from Tyr's poor statue.
Oh? Oh, gauntlets of guiding light. Armor found scattered around the Lake of the Nine. It was cracked up from treasures brought to the realm to honor Tyr with a critical strike, creating a damaging explosion.
Defend the peace.
I remember the Jotnar crafting these bracers for Tyr's statue. They chose only their most talented and accomplished to do the job.
You have a good memory, Freya. Like Tyr, the Jotnar also believe the best offensive strategy is a good defense. So, this is how they chose to honor him.
The giants were not wrong.
No, it's the other way around. You all have it wrong. And you're setting up shop right here, huh?
I scouted ahead. The lake's crawling with raiders. Be careful.
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right, they have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate. Which only made me more determined to try.
Oh, there's something back here. Let's check this out.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated?
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
Horn number 2.
Mimir, which part of my story do you believe is exaggerated?
The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost. It's strange credulity, obviously. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience. Never seen craftsmanship like this before. Can't imagine how old it is.
Now, what
Where have you
is
seen an
that?
artifact like that before?
Tyr's vault.
Stolen treasures. For the first time, and feel free to mark this down as it is unlikely to happen again, I am at a loss. I've simply never seen anything like this. It's clearly carved from stone, but I don't recognize the craftsmanship. It's old, that much is clear, but I can't even begin to fathom from whence it came or why. Well, that's only partially true, given the statuette's measurements, shall we say. I suspect this may be a fertility idol of some sort. Well, that feels weird. It just seems like a doll. Why, what's confusing about it?
Lads, I thought death had cured me of my appetite, but damn if I can't stop thinking about the smell of Tyr stew. Awakened a fair few culinary cravings, did. Black pudding, haggis and neeps, oh!
Porridge and honey.
What about you, brother? Any pre-Fimble winter foods you're aching for?
Olives.
The hell's an olive?
The oarsmen. Ugh. A monument to conquerors.
Made some lovely warships, though.
Oh, yo, we're back here. This is where Atreus was. And okay, be prepared for a fight.
Right side!
Ow.
The Alpha!
Man, finally. Wow. Just that they're flying and they're one-shotting me. That also makes things kind of difficult. I like 3/4. Each hit is like 3/4 of my health. Freaking nasty. Oh my god, there's another one? Oh, good. Oh, he didn't have to fight anyone. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's the chest that Atreus busted his hand on.
You won't believe it, Mimir. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund, you say? Now that's where
Oh.
Sigrun was from.
Sigrun's Curse, another one. God, there's so much stuff to do in this area. Oh.
The Alpha!
On your left!
So this outpost is what's left of Fjotorlund. Sigrun spoke of growing up with these people before she joined the Valkyries.
Watch yourself!
Okay, so I'm about to show this entire fight just to show you how tough a lot of these enemies are on God of War difficulty and how long it takes me to beat them.
Left side, Kratos! The Come to it! The Alpha!
Take it off, man! You've got this!
The Alpha! The Alpha!
Behind you!
The Alpha! The Alpha!
Sigrun told me her kingdom housed a great treasury filled with the spoils of her family's conquests. Perhaps this outpost holds some of that treasure.
Is that all she told you, Mimir?
Did she say where?
No, just that they kept it hidden.
Oh?
There it is. The other staircase.
Ah.
Oh, an artifact from the River Empire. Never been myself, but I hear it's lovely.
And more stolen treasure. You know what that looks like? Ankh, a symbol representing the concept of life, comes from a land I've longed to visit. The civilization from which this artifact originates is said to be both ancient and technologically advanced. They worship half-human, half-animal gods who, from what I've heard, rule with wisdom and humility. That said, one should never trust gossip, especially not when it comes to gods. You know, I have a feeling that this is all going to be Egyptian mythology. I remember rumors going around of there being a third trilogy of God of War set in Egypt. Well, let's read this.
What? No, she never mentioned.
Yes, an accursed name. Or not, because it's a blank page. An accursed name. Woe to the great princess Sigrun. Her heart is broken and her mind may follow. She committed a sin for which there can be no redemption. She loved the wrong man. Handsome of face and congenial of smile, he was perfect except for his name, King Helgi. Sigrun's father, King Hogni, would never approve of such a marriage for one simple reason. This was the name of his old enemy. So strong was Hogni's hatred of Helgi that he would never allow that man into his home, but Sigrun loved him still, and so she endeavored to convince her father that love could be stronger than hatred. She was mistaken. I recognize the names, but I don't know the story behind it.
Is that a key?
A key, you say? That is a key.
Wonder what lock that key belongs to.
A vault?
No lock.
A vault
It is
key.
broken.
Not broken. It's just split in half. Perhaps we could find its partner.
Okay. And a third apple.
Mimir, what did those runes say?
Sigrun. She loved another. A king named Helgi. Seems they were madly in love. But her parents wouldn't let them marry.
Oh, come, Mimir. You really didn't think you were her first love, did you?
Aye. Suppose I did.
Oh, and this is interesting. So this was a new path that got unlocked. This thing fell down, and
Ever
now
written
what's
poetry of
another?
your own, brother?
Yeah, another poem.
Well, ask a stupid question.
In which Kvasir relays a poem of oil-slick rotting flesh, horses of steel, and oil and leather, brothers who fight and fall together. They rise from beneath, a new day dawns. The future has teeth, and yesterday's gone. I kind of do like all these poems. Well, here we go. Oh, these guys look new. Uh-oh. There's one.
The Alpha!
kind of tough.
Enemies down.
Oh, and this is where the treasure was. So actually, that wasn't a treasure map. I don't know what that was. But is this one of Tyr's... Yeah, the pieces of Tyr?
Not a golden war.
Tyr used to talk about how heavy the cost of war was compared to its bounties. He felt like it was his responsibility to avoid it.
Kind of still does, in fact.
And okay, yeah, that wasn't a treasure thing. That was a part of investigating Tyr's statue. And yeah, I can't remember if I read these bracers, but yeah, his left bracer, defend the peace, found etched into a bracer from the statue of Tyr. How did Tyr accomplish this? Did he not take up arms in order to do so? And the one we just found, iron peace, not a golden war, found etched into a bracer. Iron is far stronger than gold, yet at times peace feels as fragile as an egg. So yeah, that is this area cleared out. All right, on to the next.
That must be Tyr's helmet from his statue.
Looks like it. We can go inside his helmet. Oh, people. All right. Someone made a campfire here. I guess it's a good place for a campfire. You know what? This armor is pretty freaking cool. I don't know if it necessarily fits Kratos, though. Kratos isn't really regal. And then...
Win mines, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days.
And yes, win mines, not wars, found etched into the helmet, a radical philosophy for a god of war. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is.
Kratos, a raider encampment.
Oh?
Shall we take care of them, brother?
I think we shall. Although, yeah, what's over here? Got some goodies over here. What's this?
A nice knife.
Oh.
Shame it's rusted.
Jinbia? A Jinbia, part weapon, part status symbol. This dagger from the east is said to be so deadly that it can only ever be drawn from its sheath in cases of extreme conflict. Should its bearer wield the Jinbia flippantly, they risk bringing a considerable shame on themselves. Oh. So yeah, these artifacts are definitely from... Well, it's definitely from a different place, but it might be from a different time as well. It kind of seems like it. And another camp. Hi, guys.
One more to go.
Done. Goodbye.
That is all of them.
And then the raiders are nothing compared to everything else out here.
They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
Well, and it does seem like we can go up towards... Oh, maybe not. We can't climb over the little bit of snow here. Okay, never mind.
Freya, you once revived a giant's corpse to stop a certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant's corpse for me to revive?
No.
Well, there you go.
What a beautiful dagger.
Another dagger.
Impractical.
Ceremonial.
Kila, a Kila from the east, not the first one I've seen either. The uneducated might assume the Kila to be a weapon. They'd be wrong. The slightly less uneducated probably believe the Kila is used in ritualistic human sacrifices. They'd also be wrong. In reality, the Kila is used in rituals, yes, but never any to do with a bloody sacrifice. Instead, the Kila represents stability and strength. You might stab a bowl of grain with it in order to ground yourself to the space you occupy. Despite its appearance, the Kila isn't a weapon of the bloodthirsty, but a tool of the holy. It can also imprison demons. Oh, yeah, that little side note. Uh-oh. And another one of these.
War Ragnarok falling out of the bloody ground.
Oh my god.
Fire, Kratos. It will pass.
The Alpha!
Nice. That one wasn't too bad. Again, if I can get a one-on-one matchup, things go way smoother. Gotcha.
One more for the tree.
23.
Why do you yawn?
Force of habit, I suppose, since I don't sleep anymore. Although,
Yeah, right?
it's far more confounding that I'm the tired one. I've seen you stay awake for days at a time without so much as a drooping eyelid. Not even a nap.
Gods do not nap.
Oh, tell that to Thor.
Another coal raider camp. Kratos, we should do something about
Okay.
them.
Yeah, well, we're
Is that a frozen
we're doing it.
lightning bolt?
Wait.
My fight with Thor ended there.
Oh.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake.
And the treasure map complete. Viking's gift. Oh, this was the gravesite. I didn't even recognize that. I was gonna say though, I never did figure out why Thor said this feels familiar when we created that frozen lightning bolt. Why would he say that? It's like he's seen the future and he knew that moment. Oh, hello.
The Alpha!
Easy.
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.
Huh. That's what you're worried about, huh? You can't stand them whining. And it seems like to complete this puzzle, I need to get away up there, but, you know, Kratos can't jump. So, looks like I have to come in from a different angle.
Accursed wolves.
I grow tired of your lack of empathy for your own wolves.
It's Deimos, isn't it, brother?
I should not have told you of Deimos.
You see yourself in these wolves, in their fear.
Let us keep moving.
Oh.
This is the right area, but we can't go further on the sled.
So yeah, that's actually the place where we want to go. Meaning, we don't want to go that way. Not yet. Oh, and what do we got here? A heart? With two symbols. Someone's in love. Oh, what is that? A rainbow fire? Hidden region. The eternal campfire.
Look, over there.
Yeah. What is that? I got a book. Ah, it's the same symbol.
What did you find?
A list of provisions needed to prepare a meal.
A recipe?
Oh?
Who left that way out here?
Let's take a look at the ingredients. Perhaps the recipe will lead us to them.
Oh, this could be interesting. Across the realms. Okay, so what are we looking for? We want prong fruit from Svartalheim, Batum melon from Vanaheim, Elven cap from Elfheim, Nordic gourd from Midgard. And I have a feeling that's just going to give us a really good buff. Like a permanent buff.
Looks like initials. Do they match the ones in that recipe book you found?
Yes, they do.
Imagine we might find one of those ingredients around here.
Oh, you think so? There's one right here? Well, actually, maybe it is.
Ah, I knew I recognized those initials. The Ballad of Yari and Somar.
I'm not familiar.
An old tale, but a good one nonetheless. The carving marks their passage through this realm. You could always try and find the others if you're curious.
Man, these dogs. Alright. Yeah, y'all are getting kind of annoying. Can we use this? We can. So can we actually get up to the temple? Oh. You are looking really angry. Why are you so angry? Oh, and there's the battle. Oh, and there's a rift that spawned right there. Oh, hello.
Enemy behind you! The Alpha!
Oh.
Enemy to your left!
Oh! Yo, what are y'all doing here? Nice. Man, I think I'm freezing myself. And I don't think I've ever realized you could do that. So it's actually looking like, yeah, we can go into the temple. But I see, yeah, we can go down the side here, go down some stairs. So I'm going to do that first. And this is actually a way down to our battle. So let's wait on that, though. Let's actually go inside the temple now. And we do have a lot of history with this temple.
Seems like old times.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to travel through this temple constantly.
Yeah.
Quick, how do you do to Brock? Then off on another adventure.
You miss it?
Aye. Everything for help. Simpler then.
Was it?
Agreed.
Wait, was it simpler?
Why do you stare?
He's gonna be fine, you know.
I do not.
He's getting what he needs.
He is in danger.
And being with you, he was safe as houses, huh? Never got close to dying. Not even once?
I did not come to you for a lecture.
I know. It's on the house. My new customer loyalty program.
Speak no more of it.
And can we even get in here? We can.
The realm travel room. This place has seen better days.
Haven't we all?
Kratos, do you remember when I brought you and Atreus in here for the first time? Seems like lifetimes ago.
I do. And it was because of your guidance we were able to fulfill Faye's last wish. And yours as well, Mimir.
Yeah, and it really doesn't seem like we can do anything in here. It's just kind of all for... It's all for nostalgia purposes. So, okay, I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'm doing a lot of fighting in this episode. We're probably gonna do more fighting. A lot of side quests until we continue on. It seems like we can clear out most of this whole section. Yeah, and if you haven't noticed, I've been showing less and less of the gear I'm collecting. I thought it would be appropriate to, maybe at the end of every episode, I'll just show where my character is currently, like what kind of gear he has currently. So I can at least do that if I'm not showing all the gear that I am collecting. And I am a completionist, so I am definitely collecting everything. Oh, and another revelation that I didn't even think about. He has already seen his death, prophesized anyways. But yeah, he never mentioned it to Atreus. So yeah, actually, that is kind of the problem. He's not telling Atreus, and Atreus isn't telling him, even though they both know, but they think each other doesn't know. And that's causing problems. But then actually, yeah, since Kratos did see it, and that his wife led him to that spot to see it, she would know that he would see it. Yeah, he's not worried about the prophecy. He's wondering why she wanted him to see his prophesized death. But next time we'll finish up in this area, and then we'll probably talk to the Norns. We'll probably get to that point in the next episode. And until then, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and or subscribe. And take care, everybody. Skål.